Hello, this is Kyle Anderson. I'm the writer and director of Enemy at the Beach, which is a film you've hopefully watched already, and now you're watching the director's commentary. I quite like this opening disclaimer, kind of inspired by the Snyder Cut of the Justice League. Disclaimer at the start explaining how it's 4:3 aspect ratio. So we are not actually Jam Films now, but the Jam Films you see there is basically meant to be for the film, which I'll explain later, that they're filming at the beach, called Enemy at the Beach. So that's why you have none of the Techno Staple stuff here, because the whole story of it is that Techno Staple is meant to be the company that found the footage and then, produce it and publish it. Yeah, that wave shot was quite fun to do. It's quite hard to do that close up of my eyes because it was so bright that day that you can see. I can hardly keep it open. That's a nice shot, I think. You can kind of see Joseph look down for some reason. But yeah, this jump I've been wanting to do for ages on camera. I've been doing it down at the beach for ages. I've had a lot of practice for that shot. But yeah, so this whole fight scene at the start here is basically their film that they want to film at the beach. So Joseph Just is meant to be acting as the enemy, and I'm the protagonist in some way. So we have this kind of fight scene here, which was quite fun to choreograph actually, because I'm trying to do fight scenes properly now. Instead of doing from move to move, like shot to shot. It's more like just set up a load of shots of the fight scene and cut them together. So this is the first day of shooting. Didn't do the whole thing chronologically, but this was the first day. And then you cut out. You cut out and into the actual film. And this is a plot twist that I wanted, a plot twist that's quite early on, that I've been wanting to do for a while, for this film. Believe it or not, it's based on a true story. So the story is that me and my brother, Sam Anderson, went down to the beach one day and we basically acted out this fight scene that we just saw here. It's none of this kind of actually filming something, it's just the idea of what we would have done. And I'll explain the real stuff as we go along. Obviously the alien stuff isn't real, but Joseph did great here. And that's actually our script that we were using. So it's kind of funny how there's elements from the film that they're filming in the actual film. And then here come these fake fish, which I had to make out of EVA foam. I was originally going to buy some fake fish, but we're tight on budget. So I just decided to make 3 fish over 2 days. And the little disease, the alien disease there, is just white plasticine. It's a shame because they look so dry. If they look a bit more wet, they would be better. We did try and put water on, but it just wasn't. It was just the EVA foam was so waterproof, it just didn't look right. And then we kind of cut back in and out near the start of their film that they're filming. Oh, this is the second day now, obviously, kind of changing weather. And there's little comments and stuff which I'd actually say if we were filming a film. So all the cut stuff and can you do that again? You were doing this and stuff like that. And and this is foreshadowing this bit, saying I like Joseph there looking off into the box. There's a bit of foreshadowing there, saying that something sprinting towards them that may defy their fate. That's what later is the alien. I like the Canadian flag in the background there, it looks nice. It was fun filming this film, because it's strange, it's like a non-film, because it is basically a film within a film, and it's found footage, which I do like, but I don't want to do it again after this. It's like once I've done one kind of style or genre, I don't want to do it again. And yet, look, there's the black box that I made out of wood. that's the version that actually floats. We have two versions. We have one for close-ups and one for in the sea, and that's actually attached on with fishing line and is being anchored to the sand. And we had this problem here, like, because we were filming this bit chronologically, and the tide was coming in, so it looked like it was getting further away, but our characters are meant to say that it's coming in. So that was a problem that we had. We had many other problems that day that I can't even be able to go over right now. But the box looks really good in the water, really. Yeah, I made sure to varnish it and stuff. Made sure to make it, you know, normal. I mean, waterproof. Yeah, this bit here, this little anti-climax bit, we actually used in the second trailer. So yeah, I like kind of anti-climaxes, especially near the start of the film when you're expecting something, doesn't happen, and yeah, and then you don't know what to trust, that kind of thing, like that. So yeah, there's some long takes in this film, quite a few. I'll get on to later of this one that I don't really know if it works, but I tried to make a 6-minute sequence look like one shot. I'll explain the cuts and stuff, but yeah. Got my nice ripped jeans there, with the red patches, kind of like that. Yeah, but you know, I really like this prop box, because I don't often make, you know, props that are that durable, but this is just a hunk of wood. And yeah, so this bit's real, this is real, so I'll get on to the bits that were real. So, me and my brother Sam, we did find some fish that day, they looked a bit weird, and then we did actually find a black chunk of wood in the sea that was floating towards them, and you can actually hear Joseph say, "It looks man-made, it's man-made." That's what Sam said that day. He said it quite a few times, so I kind of wanted to implement it into the script. But no, there was nothing inside it. It was an actual box. We thought it was a box, but it was like a burnt piece of wood. So I tried to make the box look like a burnt piece of wood. And that's a good old prop made from some big pens and Carex. Yeah, so there's the first bit of the sound editing that I did for this film, which was probably the hardest bit, because cutting this film was kind of easy, you know. Very long cuts, you know, pretty simple dialogue scenes. This bit was hard, because look, there we are, there's the alien. And I had to signal to Sam, who's playing the alien, my brother, who's playing the alien, while I was talking to Joseph. And he can hardly see through that thing. So I had to kind of like signal my hand off, like off camera, to say, alright, now you can go, now you can start performing. You know, we had to put the box there as well. We were really fortunate that there wasn't many people on this bit, and this was the bit we had to film at, because I'm pretty sure I got it right. It's the same filming location as the bit we did earlier. So this is on a later date. This is near the end of shooting. I think this is the second to last day of shooting. But Sam did great here. Great performing, yeah, I like that. And then I tried to, you know, in his performance I tried to put the sound effects of the alien. Oh yeah, it's the same place. So yeah, I was really nervous at the start. I didn't think this was going to work at all, and I'm glad it works a bit, you know. And maybe not many people could notice, but it's implied that container cracked when Carl was picking him up. Oh, there's a cut there, kind of obvious cut. Oh, and then these rocks right here. This is interesting. So this is Sam out of the suit, going round me and throwing rocks, and also I had about 1 or 2 in my hands, trying to throw it down, trying to make it look like the alien's throwing rocks. I don't know how well that worked, but I think it looks good. And here we have the pier. Great shooting location. I love it under here. It's great. You know, great weather. Brilliant weather, actually. We were very lucky. Near the end it rained a bit, but, you know, we were quite lucky. And, yeah, looks great under here. Honestly, just... And also the sea. The sea just improves production value so much. And we... Oh look, you can see the script. You can see the script right in the corner behind my back. And you can see the highlighting on there. And the highlighting was really to try and get me to understand which bits, who I need for which film. I mean, just look at the sea there. That looks great. Oh, and this bit, I like the seagull up there. You can see the seagull in the bottom right hand corner. Looks great. And, you know, also the seagulls, I didn't realise how many were in so many shots. And it makes the shot look so much cooler. Because it's so accidental. It's brilliant. Anyway, what was I saying? Forgot what I was saying. Dull. Yeah, but Joseph did great here. And yeah, at this point he's got the makeup on. The makeup, which is made from, it's basically just dough. Yeah, there it is. We tried to put some fake blood on it. It's trying to replicate the kind of disease that the fishes had. You know. Oh yeah, the script, yeah. So, oh yeah, this is cut here. Put it in the bag. That was good. And you can actually hear Joseph kind of, you know, feeling pain off camera there. But yeah, so with the script I highlighted it to know which ones I need Sam for, which ones I need Joseph for, which ones I need for other people for, so that then I could just, you know, shoot it really efficiently. I mean, I think we shot it in about 9 days, 9 days-ish. You know, that's alright, but, you know, it's only a short film. Yeah. So the disease looks a bit worse now. And then these screams up here, those aren't real screams, obviously. Those are just screams that I added in, tried to replicate with the performance of the camera. But just under the pier looks really quite cool. I like that. Yeah, these are complex. Oh yeah, nice little shadow from a seagull. These are quite complex shots, and Joseph did really well. And I really like this little bit of pain he gives at the end. He's kind of like, oh, and then it goes back to the screams. Or is it the screams? No, it's the alien sounds. Like the bit of sun kind of. I don't even know what that's called, but it just looks cool. And then here we go, cut there. Now this is a day that we film with Sam, and if you don't know, Joseph basically threw the thing, and there's a cut there as well, which is probably quite obvious. And there's a cut there because we did one take where basically I went over the thing rubbishly, and I like failed to go. Oh, there's another cut there. I failed to go over the thing, but it was, you know, really empty. And then we did another one, which basically, I went over the railing really successfully, but Joseph fell over, so I had to carry on. And the thing is, with that take as well, there were so many people on the pier. It didn't look like, you know, an alien has, like, you know, killed these people, as you see here, which you know, my mum helped with the makeup there. Yeah, so Joseph fell over, so I had to cut both of these shots together, trying to use the best of each one. And yeah, it was crazy that day of filming, for me anyway, because Sam's down there acting as the alien, and there's so many people on the pier looking down. It was kind of weird. There was even a whole kind of audience on the bench. A whole kind of family just watching us as we film, which was, you know, it's nice, the attention and stuff. It's just kind of, you know, strange, because the suit, I mean, the suit's alright, you know, it does the purpose. Some people thought it was good, you know, but, you know, it's not exactly professional. I like this bit of camera acting by Joseph here, almost dropping my camera. Yeah, as you see, we've kind of already applied the disease to his hand, which the makeup doesn't look too bad considering it's not actual makeup and it's just made from flour and water. Oh, another seagull in the background looking lovely. Yeah, he's got nice socks there, Joseph has. I've just noticed quite brightly coloured socks. Oh yeah, look at that. That's looking raw. How can I touch it? It's kind of gross. But yeah, this rag that I say here that I use for cleaning fake blood set, I do not use. That is a lie, because I haven't actually made many violent films yet. But yeah, I mean these. Oh look, if you see here, there's a bee that gets really close to the camera, and I think you can actually hear it on the mix. You can hear. Oh yeah. You can kind of hear on the mix that there's a bee there. It's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, this is a really long take. This one took a while. Did very well though, Joseph did. Especially, coming in every single day with the same clothes. I was like, please just, keep the consistency. We want continuity here. And there is, by my part, a horrible continuity error with my hat. That I'll point out, just for the fun of it. Yeah, and then this is another day. We just spent one day doing this shot, and it's just one shot actually. It was quite good. Not exactly great weather. And yeah, there's some funny things about this shot really. And it has Sam Anderson, the alien, but not in the alien costume. He's got the disease as well, because we now reveal that it is polluting the sea. He went in for a swim, but his hair is extremely dry. And I like this shot, this camera work that Joseph does here. When he goes up, yeah, lovely. Goes up to the thing that we tried to do. We tried to show how, Sam, the character, the kid, kind of dragged himself out of the sea. Kind of did that, and it just looks pretty good actually. But yeah, let's just say that the disease just dries the person off extremely well. But yeah, it's a shame because this kind of plot bit with the kid is quite good, but I don't think he makes it. That was the end. Oh, there's the hat. There's the different coloured hat. I mean, they both look like the same. They both have a frayed bit at the front. But when I noticed that, I was like, oh no. Yeah, not great. Not great. But yeah, these kind of shots of walking along were quite easy to do, because it was pretty much just us walking to the next shot. Now this is one of the last days. Obviously, you see, my mum has helped greatly, which I originally was going to get my other friend to play, the Coast Guard, but he said he was busy with work and stuff, so he didn't. But I think she did pretty well, and because every Coast Guard has a baton in their hands, but I like kind of unrealism in some ways with things, just to help the narrative go forwards. The Coast Guard needs a baton, which is just a cardboard tube spray painted black, of course. But yeah, my friend was going to play the Coast Guard, but the thing is, he was really tall, and with Sam Anderson in the alien costume, the alien, oh there's a cut there, the alien really wouldn't look very intimidating at all. Oh, and there's the alien, out of nowhere. Brilliant timing. Oh, it's just great, this scene really. Just all the performances, like the camera work from Joseph as well. It's brilliant. Sam's body acting is great. And yeah. And I'm sorry that this shot here, this Joseph's death scene, it looks a bit fuzzy and a bit washed out in a way. It's because I actually tried to put a lens protector on the front, because I knew I had to put stones near the lens and I didn't want to damage it. So yeah, as you see, this is the same day as we did the wrong hat thing. But no, Joseph did great here. Great final moment. I mean, because it's a sacrifice, like your typical kind of trope. But I tried to make it not. No, well, I tried. And yeah, then the alien comes. Sam isn't there at all. We just saw sound. And yeah, and the actual death gargling sound. That's my dad. He did that sound effect. I really like this bit, because when I jump over, you can see the shadow. Just really like that bit. And this looked better in my head, the whole burying thing. They're trying to bury me completely, but obviously it's not going to work in the time it takes for the alien to get over. So I just kind of, did it a bit. And then I love this black bit, because I just like it when, all you can hear is the action of what's going on. And for the alien, I basically recorded myself stepping over the groin, the sea groin, and then I put in, alien sound effects. I tried to put some squelching in the feet. I did this whole thing with the alien breathing as well, using my office chair. There's a lot of work for that, but it does sound very good. We used it in the trailer. It does sound very good. And this is the first day of shooting with the alien, which is actually the last bit of the film. And there's a cut there, obviously, but it looks pretty good. This was hard to film, even harder to sound edit. So yeah, so all this action here, completely put over. You know, it may be clear to some people, but yeah, I just did sound effects myself. And what I'm doing is I'm basically replacing the alien mask. So I throw off I throw off another prop, which is an alien mask without the skin, and now we've put the exposed alien face onto Sam. And good, great body acting by Sam there. I mean, yeah, you know, you can see imperfections in the costume. I don't even need to explain that, but you know, every time you see something up close, unless it's something as good as like the Xenomorph or the Predator, yeah, well, with a £50 budget film like this, it's gonna not look great. And then I tried to make sure I could do a cut here to prolong the fight. And yeah, this bit's great. When I throw that, that is, I love how well timed that is. And the alien suit was kind of breaking a bit, as you can kind of see around the thigh bit. And a lot is happening off shot here, I think anyway. Obviously I'm putting a lot of sounds in, and I kind of like that again with these found footage things. You can kind of hear things happening off screen, and it kind of, you know, helps sell the whole thing. So that's great. Oh yeah, and there's a bit of blood there, because I made sure to drink some watered down ketchup, and do that. And then Sam raises the mask, and then throws it, which you don't even kind of notice that. For me anyway, I can't really, you know, I edited it so I know it happens, but puts it up, then throws it off camera. And yeah, and that's pretty much the film. You know, I did all those bits with my death sound pretty gross, and the blood. I was happy with the blood spraying, and it's only like, you know, watered down ketchup. And this shot, I was so happy with, and this is a shot that I had, you know, early on. I visualised this shot of the credits going over the top of, you know, the still the film, because you don't often have that nowadays. You don't often have credits over the top of what action of the film, you know, what's going on. And you could probably notice the whole problem with my breathing earlier, because I died, but as you see, I'm pretty still there, and that's a good visual effects shot. Quite simple. Probably can notice it now that I've pointed it out. But yeah, yeah, because we have the whole problem with breathing, because when you have a bag on your back and you've just done a fight scene, you can't help but breathe. And yeah, I just think that shot's brilliant. I mean, Sam did so well, just walking along, going down, brilliant. And this is my friend, the L, who helped me with being fine point and Agent Witness the case. We just went to the park one day, did this shot, and it's my dad's voice there, which has replaced mine. That's the film. That's my end credit scene. You know, trying to not do it, you know, how Marvel does it and stuff, of like teasing more. It's kind of just ending it off, showing how the camera's been found, and that is the end. So, you know, thank you for watching the film and watching this commentary. Thank you very much. Bye.